Today we will study William Shakespeare's poem, All the World's a Stage. The Seven Wonders of the World, Great Wall of China, Christ the Redeemer statue, Machu Picchu, Chichen Itza, the Roman Colosseum, Petra, Taj Mahal. The Seven Continents, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, Asia, Africa and Australia. The Seven Colors of the Rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. The Seven Notes of the Music, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni. The Seven Seas of the World. The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, the Caribbean Sea, the Gulf of Mexico. Life is often compared to many things. Write down 7 things that life can be compared to, and justify the comparison. Life is a keyboard. Press the right keys. You have typed a good destiny. Life can be compared to flowers, because flowers always smile. Humans too should always smile. Life is like a book. The story is written and there are many difficulties, which will be faced by a hero that is you. Life is like a pen. You keep on writing, but you have to decide yourself what you want to write, good or bad. Life is like a cycle. You only need to learn how to balance rather than falling. Life is like a clay. You only own to design your clay in the way you wish. Match the columns. Age groups with their stages. About the poem. The words, "All the World's a Stage," are actually taken from William Shakespeare's play, As You Like It. The poem's theme is that man is the ultimate loser in the game of life. He says all the world's a stage and all the men and women merely its players. Every player plays 7 roles during his life. All the World's Stage. Written by William Shakespeare. And all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts. His acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. Then the whining schoolboy, with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress' eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the part, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in fair round belly with good cape and lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with the spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful hose, well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice, turning again toward childish treble, pipes, and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all. That ends this strange eventful history. His second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. All the World's Stage. Written by William Shakespeare. The poem begins with life being compared to a huge stage, where all of men and women are only actors. Each person has an entry into the world at birth and exits it at death. According to Shakespeare, every man plays 7 acts during his lifetime. The first act of man is infancy. At this time, the baby is crying and vomiting on the nurse's lap. In the second act, as a schoolboy, he slings his bag over his shoulder and creeps most unwillingly to school. At the third stage in life, the young man is a lover who is busy composing poems for his beloved and sighing deeply for her attention. In the fourth stage, as a soldier, he is ready to guard his country. He is quick to be insulted and is always ready to spring up in defense. At this point of time he is more concerned with status and reputation. At the fifth stage, he goes on to become a judge and fatter. His appearance is formal and mature. At the sixth age, the middle age, he wears spectacles, pantaloons and slippers on his feet. His once manly voice turns into a high-pitched, childish one. With this, he enters the last act, that is seventh, the old age, where he experiences his second childhood as he becomes dependent once more. He loses his teeth, eyesight and taste and becomes forgetful. He completes his act in the play of life and leaves the state. He dies. Marginal questions. 1. What do exits and entrances refer to? Entrances refer to birth and exit to death. 2. Why is reputation like a bubble? Reputation is like a bubble because one does useless things for one's reputation, which can burst like a bubble in an instant. 3. What is the major difference noticed in the fifth and sixth stage of life? The fifth stage of life is that of a mature middle-aged man with a round belly. He is full of wise sayings and give examples. The sixth stage of life is that of old age with thin legs and loose pants. He has become childish and shrill. Workshop. Read the words in given clouds. Match them with what they signify. Pick out the lines that contain imagery of the following people. Schoolboy, 2 stage. The whining schoolboy, with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like a snail unwillingly to school. Soldier, 4th stage. Full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard. Jealous in honor. Sudden and quick in quarrel. Judge, 5th stage. In fair round belly with good cape and lined. With eyes of ear and beard of formal cut. Senior citizen, 6th stage. His youthful hose, well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank. Think and write on your own. 1. What is the theme or central idea of this poem? The theme or central idea of this poem is the cycle of life. It tells that life begins with the stage of an infant, helpless, and ends with the same way. 2. Which 2 stages of man, described by Shakespeare, sound humorous? The second stage, the schoolboy, and third stage, lover, are humorous. 3. The last, that is 7th stage of life, sounds very sad and miserable. How can you make old age also cheerful and happy? The last stage, which is very old age, is very sad and miserable. We can make it cheerful and happy by keeping good relations with our kith and kin. Pick out metaphorical comparison for the following. So friends, we have studied an poem, All the World's Stage, by William Shakespeare. Hope you enjoyed it.